Support for the Leadoff on WGLT and WGLT.org comes from the Central Illinois Regional Airport. The airport team strives to make air travel accessible to all through the Sunflower program, allowing individuals to self-identify when they need more assistance. More on the Hidden Disability Sunflower program at CIRA.com.
The City of Bloomington has canceled a planned event regarding immigration issues. It's one of the things you need to know to start your day for Friday, August 15th. I'm Ryan Denham, and this is WGLT's The Leadoff. Now let's lead off with Bloomington canceling that event regarding immigration. WGLT's Charlie Schlenker has more.
Mayor Dan Brady says he wasn't aware of the event until someone brought a flyer for it to his attention.
But I didn't believe, and after checking with the police department and our chief and others, that we, the Bloomington Police Department, had any type of specialty that was going to lend to talk about ICE and immigration issues and what to do or not to do when you talk about an ICE raid.
The canceled event would have been similar to one that police participated in back in March. WGLT's Cindy Alcazar reported then.
The Bloomington Police Department wants to reassure the undocumented community it is safe to report crimes.
At that session, police said they believed it was also safe for immigrants to go to the McLean County Courthouse. That did not remain true very long after that. A couple of weeks later, ICE agents arrested a man right after his court hearing. Mayor Brady says he has a concern that this issue is not one the police should sponsor.
That it would be just something that we should certainly leave in the hands of others that's not the specialty or expertise of the Bloomington Police Department.
Brady says he also had a concern about safety in case of protesters. The move to disengage may complicate police efforts to serve a part of the community that already underreports crime. Again, here's WGLT's Cindy Alcazar and Police Sergeant Kyle Nowers from earlier coverage.
The department's pledge explicitly excludes asking about immigration status. Sergeant Nowers says it's hard to track whether that message is getting out.
That's why we do community outreach. I mean, this is literally why this unit exists, the Community Engagement Unit, is to try to get to the people that we haven't been getting messages to.
Mayor Brady answered a question about how to weigh that goal of promoting confidence in police by saying there are a number of ways to look at the question. Brady says perhaps another entity would be better to host this type of discussion.
I think it was very, very important that we know that if the police department is going to be involved in something, that there would have been maybe a more in-depth review of what the actual content was and who was presenting.
Brady says immigration is a federal issue, and the Immigration Project or a church alliance might have been a better choice to sponsor the event. For the Leadoff, I'm Charlie Schlenker.
Here's some other stories we're following in the WGLT newsroom. State police are continuing their search for a 70-year-old Gibson City man suspected of shooting 2 police officers last weekend, then fleeing the scene naked and his house on fire. The injured officers have both been released from the hospital. The Bloomington nonprofit Bright Point is launching a weekly support group for Hispanic mothers. Those free sessions begin August 21st at Eastview Community Center. And longtime TV meteorologist Chuck Collins is retiring after 50 years in broadcasting. The Peoria area native has been with WEEK 25 News since 2009 after spending 23 years with WMBD TV. You can find more on these stories at WGLT.org. Illinois is one of the most Democratic-friendly states in the country. That's been on full display the last week and a half, when more than 24 Texas House Democrats fled here to protest a new congressional map in their home state. It could broaden GOP power in Washington. President Trump wanted it, and now Democrats are scrambling. Governor J.B. Pritzker is among several in his party promising to fight. But does that include a new map in Illinois? WBEZ's Alex Degman reports.
Pritzker has called Texas's plan for mid-decade redistricting a few things: cheating, illegal, and wrong. He reiterates that he ultimately wants independent commissions, not lawmakers, to be in charge of redistricting, but he also says that's not where we are right now.
When Republican states are more often gerrymandering than Democratic states are, it seems like all bets are off. We've got to consider all the options when they're trying to take democracy away.
As Pritzker revealed this week, one of those options for Illinois could be the political nuclear button.
Sure. We could redistrict. It's possible.
Texas Republicans say they stand to gain 5 seats, a total Illinois could not offset alone through redistricting. Lawmakers in 2021 drew the Illinois congressional map to heavily favor Democrats. They control 14 of the state's 17 seats. It's hard to see how even one of those GOP-tilted congressional districts can be redrawn in a way that an Illinois Democrat could win. The 3 Republican districts are heavily so, with 2 of them voting for Trump over Democrat Kamala Harris by at least 40 points. These days, Pritzker says Trump isn't following the rules and is focused only on one thing: power. Here's the governor from Sunday's Meet the Press.
And he knows he's going to lose the Congress in 2026. That's why he's going to his allies and hoping that they can save him. And we've all got to stand up against this. It's cheating. Donald Trump is a cheater. He cheats on his wives. He cheats at golf. And now he's trying to cheat the American people out of their votes.
Democrats across the country are debating whether they, too, should remap early. The ongoing spat between Texas, Illinois, and other blue states is concerning to groups like Change Illinois. They work on ballot access issues and fair maps. Ryan Tolley, their executive director, is watching a bad pattern form, and he isn't sure where another Democratic Illinois congressional seat would even come from.
It's hard to say just because of how extremely partisan gerrymandered Illinois maps are.
Tony McCombie is Illinois' House Republican leader. She remembers the last remap, when a district in northern and central Illinois was made more Republican. Its neighbor was made to look like a giant capital C that stretched from Rockford to the Quad Cities to Bloomington, all in order to lean further left. She could see a scenario where Democrats try to put that GOP district back in play, possibly by looping those areas in with parts of Chicago and the suburbs. But the rural northwestern Illinois Republican thinks that would backfire and could ultimately cost Democrats a seat.
I don't think they're willing to risk that. Not in our area. This isn't Chicago. We have different values. We care about different things.
Another problem, the next election cycle has already begun. Congressional candidates started circulating nominating petitions last week for the March 2026 primary. The first day of filing is in October. If Pritzker and Illinois Democrats soon move forward with a new round of redistricting aimed at Republicans and Texas, Tolley worries about the impact of a political tit-for-tat.
This fighting fire with fire is, we're just going to end up disenfranchising more and more people.
Pritzker can slam Trump as a cheater, but Tolley believes that all political gerrymandering, in Texas, here, and elsewhere, cheats voters. I'm Alex Degman.
And before we let you go, the City of Bloomington's Hill of a Race Outdoor Fitness Challenge is tomorrow at Ewing Park 2. Registration tables open at 7:15 with events throughout the morning. And that's it for today. I'm Ryan Denham. The show is produced by Brendan McMonagle. You can subscribe to The Leadoff on the NPR app or wherever you listen.